All right. I'm not sure how you set this up before, but got it to work. I'm checking the YouTube tab. Maybe do this next time.
Why do you think that you have the right to silence me?
I always said that I don't want to be heard, I want to be felt. I don't want to make my mark, I want to make my dent.
I didn't realize at the time that I was actually one of the biggest activists and largest organizers of white nationalism and alt-right in the United States.
They are what is considered by most people sort of your button-up white supremacists, your suit-and-tie Nazis.
Arguably, what they spew, while it's hateful and deplorable, is political speech, and so therefore it's protected under the Constitution.
Pat, why are you letting the fascists down here? You've got us blocked off, but you're letting the fascists come and harass us? We want them out of here now, damn it, or we're coming over the fucking barrier!
I can't walk in fear. and we don't walk in fear, you know, and I thank God for that.
Honestly, I wanted to make sure that when I left this earth, there would be something left behind that was worth a damn.
Four bands, 9 songs, 1 good cause, and I even do spoken word on the thing. So head on over to OnePeoplesProject.com and get your copy of this important CD. Bottom line, we all in the fight now.
Hi, everybody. We're a little late. And unfortunately, what we was trying to get some things fixed, but I guess we got a few kinks that we have to sink in, work out. And by that, I mean, we're trying to get this show simulcast on Facebook and on YouTube, but we're just having a few problems here and there. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. And I also have to work on a few of the graphics here because, yes, May 9th, 2026, keep the date. More than just save the date, keep the date, because we are going to have an event that we hope that everybody will be involved with. And we said we was going to have a little bit more information about that. With this show, things got a little bit twisted, judging by the fact that you can tell because we are starting at 8:45. So we're a little
but we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. And basically, here it is. Now I had to go and see in Jersey, you have to qualify. You have to take a course to give a so you can carry your CCW, your carry concealed. So I was out tonight to do that, and I guess I did all right. I mean,
wow.
I mean, hi everybody. But it looks like I sneezed bullets. My grouping has suffered over the past couple of decades, and I think it's just because I got to get more and more used to this, because this is the new firearm for me. It's the Glock 48. Everybody likes the 19. This here is thinner, and it was easier for me to. It's better. I can hold this better than and it's done by Glock, so I got some bragging something. So I don't know. Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
I'm quite sure we're not here to talk about firearms unless silly things just started happening. And I have not heard anything of that as exact. So how you doing, Beth?
I'm doing all right, Daryle. I had a nice day with the dogs and a little more chill, so all right.
Good, good, good. If we're gonna have let me but like I said, everybody just remember the date. I'm just gonna get rid of this little quick thing, and because there's gonna be other things that we're gonna be talking about, especially with the what do they call that thing? The SCOTUS, not SCOTUS, but the State of the Union, the State of the
Yeah.
Union, and you know, it was half expected. Everything, you know, really not even half. I think a lot of what we heard and saw was pretty much expected. We knew that he was going to act like a jackass, and
Mhm.
we knew that the Democrats were going to try to respond by not responding. So it's funny when they get mad because he's not, because they're not standing every time he wants them to. No matter what it is, they just said no. We're not standing up. I said okay, fine, don't. And he knew that. He knew that. But and they've and the thing, the biggest thing that I will say is also with their response, the Democratic response, is that this is the second response in a row in which a former CIA agent was giving it. So the Democrats ain't looking good to me these days.
No.
And
Not at all.
No, and I don't know. I mean, I'm a little tired right now, but I don't. But that's not a reason why I'm just being a little lethargic right here, because it's really just about the fact that in a couple of months, or probably really sooner than that, we're going to decide who is going to uh what we're going to do, who's going to be the leaders in government in the next year. And we're trying. We're sending them. We're sending. Hopefully, we're sending the right message that we're going to do. So we're going to clean house when it comes to the Democrats, because the Democrats right now don't feel like they actually want to do some work. I mean, I brought up that CIA connection because that scares people, and it's time for us to stop getting scared of our government and start doing something about it. And you know, it's that's all depends on us. And I know Beth has, yeah.
I think it should be pretty clear to the Democrats what the people want. You know, the popularity of Mayor Mamdani and AOC.
You think?
Bernie Sanders, you know, those are the people with the energy. The Democrats should be able to see how they can be successful.
Yeah, and you think? I mean, I was talking with somebody online about the fact that there is a idea that, you know, we're not really looking at a real true left in this country. I mean, if and we talk about Bernie being left, but he would be considered anywhere else in the world to be a you know, a centrist. He would be a centrist.
Yeah.
He would be considered a centrist compared to, and I think it played itself out. I mean, even during you know, Occupy, that I love bringing up a lot. But it was interesting because when we were sitting there talking about where we are the 99%, I remember seeing ads, or rather, other com- campaigns across the country, around the world. You'll see a few signs here and there that just say, "No, we are. You're still the 1%." I mean, and they was referring to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's something that really, I think it's one of the things that we have to remember, that in many respects, you know, our um our position in this world is very, very, how should I say, privileged,
Mm-hmm.
and
Absolutely.
we don't notice that from time to time, and I think, and I think, I mean, sometimes, more often than not, we do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we do recognize it, but we also have to recognize the fact that, we are in a better position to do certain things that we don't take the opportunity to do, and that might be concerning people. Um, hold on a second. I just accidentally we answered a phone call. I'm on my podcast right now. Let me call you back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But let me talk to you about it later on, because I'm actually live right now. All right, I'll talk with you. Bye.
Special guest.
I meant to. I actually just meant to call. I meant to actually move the call to what do they call that, to social, to
Voicemail.
voicemail, and instead I answered it. Oh boy, but there's a lot that, going back to what we're saying, though, but it does, I think, if anything, it does show. I mean, State of the Union basically did show that, basically, I told the person that I was talking to online that, we're trying to do something. We are trying to do something, and to change that. And I think, um, this climate that we're in is, in fact, stirring people to do something. But they are going to do it to the, how should I say, to the Democrats, because they're the ones that are really the ones in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, Not really sure what that means, or I mean, the fights that we have been getting involved with in the past couple of months may give us an idea. I mean, whether you're talking about the Gaza fights, whether you're talking about the ICE fights. Um, oh, by the way, speaking of ICE, they are in trouble again here in Newark, New Jersey, because they were chasing somebody and ended up running over some people. So,
Ooh.
so they're in trouble out there right now. So I want to give shout out to everybody out there trying to deal with that. Um, but So things are not over when it comes. I mean, they can sit there and talk all day long about how they're leaving. What you call it, Minneapolis, but we still, all of us, have to deal with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, there is another thing that I want to just let everybody know about. Is anybody? Are you familiar with the Beth, about the snowball fight that happened in?
Yes, we talked about that in my high school current events club this week.
What do I have to say?
Well, the students were just kind of appalled that there was somebody who called the police because of a snowball fight. And we'd also just covered the Boston Massacre, which happened before the American Revolution. For anybody who's not familiar, there were some colonists. They threw some snowballs at some British soldiers. The soldiers overreacted to a snowball fight and opened fire. Atticus Crisp was killed, an African-American man who is often considered
Crispus
to be the first.
Attucks.
Thank you for correcting me, Daryle. Considered to be the first casualty of the American Revolution. So we made those connections between what happened in New York and the history.
And of course, the only person that they end up arresting, is a black man.
My students noticed that too.
Now, what people don't know is that he has the DA has already rejected the charge. They basically let him go.
And I thought, Mayor Mamdani, the way he handled it was just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a snowball fight. Like let it go. And
the funny thing is, I'm sitting there watching the response from Fox News, and it was surprising. I mean, I wish if I wasn't running around all day today, I would have the video up and ready to go. But Jesse Waters, who's probably the stupidest person on that station, actually came to the defense of the people who were in the fight. I mean, because they were sitting there going, why the hell did the police walk through the middle of they have snowballs? I mean, you got to find it. It's around here somewhere, but it's one of those situations where you're actually surprised that you're agreeing with Jesse Waters. It's like one of those situations where you're agreeing with the worst person on the planet.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's happened. That's what happened with this. And I'll try to find the video and post it later on for the repeat of this event of this episode. So just give me 24 hours and I'll have everything up for folks on YouTube and on Facebook. And here on Substack, because you'll get the repeat on that as well. Oh yeah, and I gotta bring up my boy Alex Stokes. For those, I mean, we've talked about him in the past, and for those who are not familiar with him, he is the only one that's in jail right now, in prison, for his actions in on January 6th.
Yeah.
He there was an event at the same time as what went down in DC. There was something going on in Albany, New York, where they tried to do a stop the steal situation, rally, and there was a counter, and the right wingers, some of them being Proud Boys, decided they were going to attack the crowd. So Alex, who you see him, I mean, we were rolling around at in Charlottesville with each other. I mean, we were he's a good friend, he's good people, and he was always one of those folks out there who will be basically a pillar of his community. He's from Albany, and giving an idea of how much of a pillar is when the Proud Boys started attacking people, he went and got them. He sliced and diced two of them, and that's why he's in jail today.
Yeah.
And
while the people who beat cops with American flags are not.
No. Yeah, they got pardoned. And frankly, I would like to see New York Governor Hochul pardon him, because it's ridiculous. I mean, he's serving 20 years for basically defending not just himself, but people around him.
Mm-hmm.
20 years, and we have stories about him on our website, on Idavox, I should say. And if you want to get in touch with him, um, I we have he. Oh yeah, I should tell you this. He's not. I've only been able to see him once in where he was at, where they took him, because it's all the way up in the near the Canadian border, his prison that they sent him. And this it's been going on for like 2 years, and finally he got moved closer. He is now in Sing Sing,
Mm.
which everybody knows is a particularly notorious prison. I mean, the Ethel and Robert Rose. Say their names for me, please, for the love of God.
Rosenbergs.
Yeah, they were executed there, and I mean, he seems to be okay right now. He says the food is better, and he is adjusting. We wanted this because now he's closer to all of his people.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to see him. I'm going to try to see him in a couple of months. But he loves letters. So if people are down with writing to him, this is his new address. That's his last name that you gotta use. He's not Stokes there. That's so if you can, by all means, just hit him up. Alex has been adjusting, but the fact of the matter is he has no business being there. And just basically go out and send as much love that you can to him. This address will also be at on the website when I put the the replay of
And
this
Daryle, I
episode.
guess this is like other prisons. It has to be like just white paper and pencil, no cards or anything.
I don't know the rules yet. I
Okay.
really don't know yet, but I'm thinking that might be the case. His significant other, and we were joking about how when the last time I hadn't spoken to her on the phone in a good couple of years. The last time I was talking with her on the phone, I had a stroke at the time. That was when I had the first stroke.
While you were on the phone with her?
Yeah, we were. I mean, because it was
Maybe
so funny.
you shouldn't call her, Daryle.
Hey, she didn't. It wasn't her fault. I mean, it was just like so funny. I'm just sitting there talking. I mean, it was so funny because I was typing up an article about Alex, and I guess I called her or she called me or something like that because I wanted to try to get some facts right, and then I noticed that I wasn't spelling the words right and all of
Ooh,
that. Was
that's
like, what
scary.
the heck is going on? And then I noticed I wasn't talking right, and I said, you know what? Let me call you back.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping an eye on my mother, so I went, and my mother's a nurse, so I asked her. So I went in the room and said, "Is this a stroke?" And she was like, "It could be."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm going to call the police. I'm calling the no, actually what happened was then I called my sister, who is also a nurse, actually worked with helped out Joe Piscopo once. But she had called so she called the paramedics. And that was funny because I've never been in an ambulance before, and that was and we also built we actually had built a ramp for our mother, so she can coming out the house a lot easier, and I'm the first one that they use it for. So, and oh man, and by the way, everybody, I want to thank y'all for all the help that y'all had given me back in those days and all of that. But now people like Alex can use your help now, and just in your love and your support, and we're just looking for that help, and I'm putting it back up for right now. So if anybody wants to look at it again, but I'm not, but in
I
any
also
case,
put the link to the freealexstokes.com in the
yes,
chat.
yes, I was just getting ready to. You know what? I'm gonna put that on the. I'm gonna add that to this right now, because I think it's important that everybody can also. This is going to be a quick one for me. Everybody, everything's going ad hoc right now, but bear with me here. AlexStokes.com. Did you? I hope everybody heard that one, but oh, the hell with it. I'm just gonna make it like this. I'm just gonna have it situated. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is me. Oh, are you sure? Okay. Yes. I am very sure that this is not gonna stay. Okay, right there, right there, right there, right there. There. So now y'all can see it. Okay. Save. So there it is. You got the address that you can write them at, plus you also have the website that will give you all the information about him, um about Alex. And like I said, I'm going to go see him in a couple of about a month or two, and we wanted to actually have him on the show, but they just want to make sure that everything was legit when it comes to, or everything will be fine if he was able to be on the show. It didn't messing up his case or anything. They didn't want to do that, so he hasn't been on the show, but he will be, hopefully he'll be here live with us in the same
Yep.
room, so because that's where he definitely needs to be. I mean, he doesn't need to be in Sing Sing. He needs to be
Yeah.
back on the streets and singing. So
Mhm.
sadly, I mean, there was a lot of things that we wanted to talk about today, but sadly, because of all the things that was going on today with me, um, we haven't been as prepared as we wanted to be. Alas, alas, alas. But we also learned something else too, and this is a new thing for everybody. Just gonna give y'all a heads up. We're changing the time of this broadcast. It's no longer going to be 7 o'clock. We figured it'll be easier for us who are producing the show to start a little later. So from now on, our this show will be coming on at 9 o'clock p.m. EST, Eastern, and that it makes it easier for all of us to want to be a part of the show and everything. So next week we won't be so combobulated because it'll be 9 o'clock. We'll be relaxed. We'll be ready to rock and roll. And yeah, Beth, do you have anything you want us to say?
Just the one thing this week in anti-fascism, I think that's stuck with me is the ableism we're seeing by the regime and the violence against differently abled people. And, that was part of the State of the Union with the woman who was with Representative Omar, who was rearrested. and she had been detained by ICE after they broke her window. She is an American citizen, and then is rearrested at the State of the Union address.
She was.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
They held her for like several hours, and she has autism and a brain injury. She was on her way to an appointment for the brain injury when ICE broke her window for not responding quickly enough. When they asked her to roll her window down, I think. And then we also had the story this week about Nural Amin Shah Alam, the refugee who was blind, walked with a cane, didn't speak English, didn't have a phone, didn't have shoes on, and the Buffalo Police, or not the Buffalo Police, Border Control sets him out in the winter weather to die. And they just, I mean, fascists have, the ableism of fascism is another aspect, and we're seeing that more and more blatantly, I think.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, this is one of the things I said when I spoke in Providence, that we can't wait until November to deal with this. Maybe the Democrats can, but we can't.
Well, I mean, now there's the talk of an executive order for elections. So, you know, thinking that we're going to be able to do anything about it at an election may be impossible.
Yeah, well, hopefully that nonsense doesn't come. That's one of the things that we really wanted to talk about today.
Yeah,
too.
we can.
So we'll do. There's a lot of that we need to talk about. I'll give you another thing that we need to talk about because no one else is. There was a I don't know if it passed. Oh yes, it did, because they overrode the governor of Kansas veto on this. If you're trans, if your license plate, your driver's license does not reflect the sex that you were assigned to in birth, it is null and void. And that's, on one hand, it's also another way to stop people from voting, because but the fact of the matter is it can't accomplish, it causes problems for once again to the trans community, and folks are pissed in Kansas over that one. And they are talking about boycotts. They are so we're going to talk about that next week. I'm already going to put it on the schedule. We are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have somebody in Kansas that can school us on all of this nonsense. So.
And then we have the Scouting America making the deal with Hedgepeth. And I was trying to find, I know they're going to let girls stay in, but there will be no DEI or trans members, maybe.
This is a new thing. Yeah.
For the agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be all right next week. Which, by the way,
to talk about.
Which, by the way, will be the first week of Women's History Month. So we'll be dealing with that. I wish we could have done a lot more when it came to this month. But that's okay. We'll make up for that next year. So
we'll do it next year. We'll double it.
Yeah. Incidentally, today's the I forgot what anniversary this is, but this is the anniversary of Fred Hampton being murdered today. Yeah, so I want to remind everybody. And last week it was when we was while we were talking about Sophie Scholl. Well, the day before, last Saturday was Malcolm X. So I want to I want to acknowledge that. And
Daryle, you said that today is Alex Stokes' birthday too, right?
Thursday was.
Thursday
was. Yes, that's the other thing, everybody. It was his birthday yesterday, and so that was one of the things that I was originally thinking of, but it was like then the fact that he got this it really was a birthday present for him to come closer. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him again. He's got a full beard now, so but I'll give you more information about my trip when I do it. But
Okay.
so all right, y'all. Also, no, I think that's it. I think we're done for today. And wasn't the most exciting show because we were so at least I was a mess. But that's okay.
Sometimes just showing up is the fight.
Indeed, and that's what, and we wanted to come back. Okay, so
Yeah.
remember, so to review, everybody start voting. Writing Alex. We will definitely have information next week about the May 9th. Matter of fact, over the week we'll have the website set up and everything, and you'll be able, and we'll be hyping it up all over the place next week. So by the time we do have a show on next Friday, hopefully y'all will already know what's going on. And so to break it down right now, I'm just going to say that you can find us on YouTube at One People's Project TV on YouTube. That's YouTube. If you want to find us on Instagram or Threads or something like that, just look for One People's Idavox. Just look for Idavox. You can also find One People's Project in the there with and of course New York. I'm sorry,
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Blue Sky. I gotta give everybody the URL for that. I don't have it with me right now, but you can also on Facebook you can find One People's Project with a page. Idavox has a page, and I think that's it. I don't think we have anything on oh yeah, we have Tumblr. We have Tumblr. I don't know what the hell to do with it these days, but we got it. So
And the Blue Sky link is gonna be, I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Alrighty. I can't get to the chat, but why am I shaking like that? I just noticed that we were shaking, but whole lot of shaking going on. Okay. I am still a mess, so I apologize for that. But we will be all better just fine next week.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna we're gonna cut it for tonight. And we will see y'all on Friday at 9 o'clock. We're going to change everything.
8 Central.
8 Central. Yes. So take care, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
4 bands, 9 songs, 1 good cause, and I even do spoken word on the thing. So head on over to OnePeoplesProject.com and get your copy of this important CD. Bottom line, we all in right now.
Why do you think that you have the right to silence me?
I always said that I don't want to be heard, I want to be felt. I don't want to make my mark, I want to make my dent.
I didn't realize at the time that I was actually one of the biggest activists and largest organizers of white nationalism and alt-right in the United States.
They are what is considered by most people sort of your button-up white supremacists, your suit and tie Nazis.
Arguably, what they spew, while it's hateful and deplorable, is political speech, and so therefore it's protected under the Constitution.
Cops! Why are you letting the fascists down here? You've got us blocked off, but you're letting the fascists come and harass us? We want them out of here now, damn it, or we're coming over the fucking barrier!
I can't walk in fear, and we don't walk in fear, you know, and I thank God for that.
Honestly, I wanted to make sure that when I left this earth, there would be something left behind that was worth a damn.